Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a general collective reading, so as the messages come through, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. And with all of that said, now, my dear, let's begin. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Queen rising, stepping into your power, being praised, coming up into the spotlight. Could be King rising. I don't read body parts. And at the bottom of the deck, we have bad karma. Ooh, okay. Let's see. What is this all about here for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is Queen or King rising something that they do not see coming this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the King of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. The Page of Cups, the Emperor, and the Ten of Cups. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Why is this here for Aries this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Tell me more about that Nine of Swords here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Swords is clarified by Six of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. And the Nine of Cups. Why is this here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Cups. What is this all about? Page of Cups, the Emperor, and the Ten of Cups. What does Aries need to know about this person? One more shuffle. Thank you. Okay. We'll take them. The Lovers, the King of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles shows itself again. The bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. I feel like you're clearing out karma, that bad karma card. I think you are, yes, you are moving on, okay, from bad karma. So I get the feeling here that the last week or two hasn't been the greatest for you, but you're very much coming back into your own power. In that King of Wands, again, you could be Queen of Wands. I don't read body parts, but that Ten of Swords, I feel like, is something that has occurred. A disappointment, a setback, an ending, something painful, okay, a trying or difficult time, but I see you gaining clarity over it. There's a discussion here you're having with another individual, and it's whatever this conversation is, it's helping to get you to move out of that Ten of Swords. So you're going from mental or emotional chaos or conflict or disappointment, and you're like on the road to recovery. You're not 100% there this week, and I say that because that Nine of Swords is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. Are you overcoming whatever mental anguish that you've had to deal with here? Yes, but you're still sitting in a state of lack with that Five of Pentacles. And same with that Nine of Cups that is here. We have the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Cups. Are you starting to feel better? Is there an improvement? There is, but you're still at the fives. So you still have a ways to go. But if you compare how you feel this week to how you feel last week, you're going to notice like a remarkable difference in how you're feeling. You have an individual here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, possibly a Gemini here, providing you with an opportunity. So again, you're clearing out some negative karma or a negative cycle you've been going through, starting to feel better, not 100% there yet, but well on your way. And you have an individual here who is providing you with an opportunity, and it's coming from, it's a heart-based opportunity, meaning they love the idea of providing you with that Ace of Pentacles, the job, the relationship, the financial gesture. This is someone, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, they're presenting you with this offer because they feel it would truly be in their best interest as well as your best interest. So I would expect communication, offer, opportunity here from someone who wholeheartedly feels this is the best thing that I can do for Aries, that I can give Aries, for them and for myself. Anything else you need to know about this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So you'll need to make a decision here. Go within and utilize your intuition in order to make this decision. I'm going to grab you some advice here, but the feeling I'm already getting here is that because you're not quite 100%, you may want to delay if you can. I don't know if you legally can. I'm not quite sure exactly what that opportunity is, but if you can put it off a week or two, that probably would be better for you, because you're still in that Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Eight of Cups. Like, you're still not 100% there emotionally when it comes to making a decision about whether or not you want to accept that or not. But I do see you receiving this offer, feeling a lot better, like I said, but not quite there yet. Not at 100% yet. Yeah. Let's get you some advice here for Aries, please. Some advice here for the week ahead. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice. The Emperor, that's you in your highest vibration. The Nine of Pentacles, yeah, and the Page of Swords. There's that communication here that you're receiving from this person. I have counterparts here. I didn't want to say anything when I saw King to the Queen of Wands, but now I also have the Emperor to the Empress. So whoever this person is, they're trying to meet you where you're at. Okay, they're coming across as the ideal business partner, the ideal romantic partner. It could be a spouse for some of you, or someone that you desire to, like, husband up, wife up one day. But there is conversation here about you and this individual, about how to balance out this opportunity. This is someone who is seeking stability with you. So your advice here is to make the effort, okay, to show up in best form, even though you're not 100% there yet, to at least hear this person out. Again, you don't have to say yes or no to them, but to show up in a very grounded way, in your best form, and to just hear this person out. That's your advice. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a general collective reading, so as the messages come through, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Tapping into the Taurus collective now. What do they not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming this week? Carless. And at the bottom of the deck, we have love triangle. Multiple parties, choices. Let's see where we're going with this message here for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is Carless something they do not see coming this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. That's you, whether you are masculine or feminine. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. Temperance, Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers. And then we have Justice to the Star card here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, Ten of Wands. Why is the Taurus collective? I just saw the Devil card. Why is the Taurus collective in the Ten of Wands this week? Why is this here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ten of Wands is clarified by Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the King of Pentacles. Looking very nice, Taurus. Seven of Pentacles. What is this all about here for Taurus? One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles is clarified by Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Devil. Okay, wants to show itself again. Six of Wands, Okay, we'll take it. They fell face up. Six of Wands is clarified by Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Strength card. And tell me why the Queen of Pentacles is here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by Eight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. And who is this here? I have Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, as well as Sagittarius. One more shuffle. Thank you. The World card, the Six of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Can I get 3 cards on that? On the Lovers card here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Four of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. Okay, Taurus, I have 2 messages here for you this week. If there has been some type of project, investment, financial opportunity, I feel like I'm speaking to a Taurus here that something has not been moving. With that carless card there that we're clarifying. So it's like something's not moving. You're waiting for a loan, but it's taking forever. You're paying off your mortgage, but it's taking forever. You're looking for a job, it's taking forever. There's something like that here. And this has caused you like maybe a financial burden or financial insecurity. But I feel like the wait is over, okay? Something here that you've been waiting on for a while comes through. The Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the King of Pentacles. This makes you very happy to receive this news, this offer. And again, it could be job. I feel like it's job, financial related, something like that. However, I just want to give you a word of caution here, because you've been waiting for so long for the promotion, the job, the opportunity, you know what I mean? The loan, whatever this is, you might be a little too eager with that Devil card to be like, yes, it's mine, I'm taking it. There's something here about having a little bit of caution. I know you've waited a long time, and this will ease your financial troubles or any career issues that you've had. But I wouldn't be so quick to say yes. There's something here about really sifting through all the details, terms and conditions, the fine print. And I say that because we have the Devil card here. So you might be a little too quick to say yes to this, thinking that it is like, you know, the solution to all of your financial worries or troubles, but it could actually make them worse here. We go from Seven of Pentacles to 5. So if you receive any type of light, and I'm not telling you not to take it, I just think you need to do your due diligence, because the Devil is Capricorn energy. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn requires us to really take our time and look at all the details, like to do our due diligence. And if we do our work and everything checks out, then we can move forward with it. So I just feel like this is sort of Father Saturn here, reminding you like, yep, this is the financial opportunity or the job, again, some type of career goal or milestone that you've been waiting for. But let's make sure we get all the facts and do our due diligence before proceeding forward. Once you do proceed forward with it, once you get all of your facts and everything, there's something here about you being very excited about all of this. If this is work related, or again, like a loan or some type of funding, I think there were a lot of people here that were competing for that loan, for that grant, for that job. And it looks like you beat out the competition. So anything to do with career and finance, I think looks spectacular for you this week. For those of you where you are in a committed partnership, okay, or you're in a romantic partnership, there is triangulation here happening, and I think you're already aware of it. And I say that because the connection is already a stressful one for you. You seem to be there's some type of toxicity here in this connection. Either you feel like you own this person. Please don't get mad at me. There's like a possessive quality here, or maybe even like a dependency. There's something here that like, I'm going to win this person over by all costs, you know, or I'm going to keep them in my life, you know, all costs. So if it's work, I think it's fantastic. If it's love related, not so much, because whoever the counterpart is here, this is someone who is purposefully lying to you, or purposefully sabotaging this connection with that Five of Swords. This person knows what they're doing. I feel like you have someone here who's moving in another direction than you, but they're not letting you know that this week. This week it's they could suggest a trip, you know, let's get away, or there could even be discussions here about buying a vehicle. I would be very cautious with this energy, especially if you already know something is up and there's some type of a triangulation here happening. I would be very cautious about getting financially involved with this person or getting more financially involved with this individual, because I feel like they're painting a sunnier picture of their connection with you than actually exists. It's like, yeah, everything's great, let's go away, but there's, I mean, we're clarifying the love triangle card. Yeah, right behind that we have travel. I would be careful with this, especially if they're like, they want to plan a trip or a getaway, or they're discussing purchasing a vehicle with you, or making a significant financial purchase. I would be mindful, because it looks like this person either has no intention to pay you back, like they're already saying, hey, let's go buy this, we'll go halves, but they already know they're not going to have their half. Or, you know, can I borrow money from you, honey? You know, maybe this is like, you know, your boyfriend or your girlfriend. I would just be mindful of doing anything financial long term with this person, because I don't think they have the best of intentions. If you know that your person is cheating or has another person, I feel like this spread is saying they absolutely do. If you don't, and I don't want tarot to convince you of something your person isn't doing, then if there is no third party, then I feel like what the third party here is that they're lying about their finances. So they might say, let's go halves on this, or let's do this, or can I borrow money? But they have no intention of paying you back when they ask for it, because they know that they don't have it. Anything else Taurus needs to know about this? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands. Before you proceed forward, I would do your homework, and you're pretty good with that, Taurus. The Queen of Cups is the most intuitive queen in tarot, so I think you'll be able to suss this out. And if there is something here where your partner is asking you for money, this could very well be like, well, Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. It could be, I love you very much, but let's create a payment plan. And then you get to hold them to that. If this is someone really shady, I just wouldn't give them any money at all. Because again, I just feel like they're knowingly lying to you about their ability to pay for it. And if you know your person definitely has someone else, this is just confirming that they do. They might be sweet on you this week, but there is deception here at play, because there is someone else here in the background that they are also engaging with. I'm going to get you 2 sets of advice here, Taurus. That career and finance read looked really good. Like it wasn't moving, or it was stalled, and now suddenly, offers and opportunities come in. So for my Taurians who are interested in career and finance, and this financial or career opportunity, 3 cards of advice. Wow, the Devil in the reverse. Remember I told you that Devil's in the details? The Strength card, and the World in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. Well, if you were having an obstacle or a challenge, again, when it comes to your finances, this card is telling you to be careful. The Devil in the reverse here in this deck could talk about blindness, something sounding too good to be true, and you deciding to move forward with it. You're going to power through and be like, yes, I want it, I want to claim it, but then there could be some obstacles here. Like it would be very hard for you to achieve success with this. So you say yes to the job, but you don't realize that maybe you don't get health insurance for a year, and that would be terrible for you because you need health insurance. There's just something like that here at play. Or you agree to a loan or a credit card, and it's an introductory interest rate, and then you're like, oh my God, 3 months in or 6 months in, they're going to raise it to a ridiculous percentage. So this is definitely telling you that yes, there's some type of offer, financial opportunity coming in, but in order for you to be truly happy with it, you're going to have to do your due diligence. Don't be overwhelmed by the fact that you were chosen or selected, or that the offer is coming to you. Just do your due diligence there. And for my Taurians, let's get 3 cards of advice. Whether you know your person is in a third party or not, or has you in a third party or not, I still want to get you 3 cards of advice here, because there's something here about finances, like being careful with your finances with this person. 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Lovers, which that's how they came up. The Moon, I'm telling you, they're hiding something. King of Cups, bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. That's the truth. I would be mindful with this person, especially around money. because this person has the ability to confuse you or to make you think that they're all in on the connection, or they have the ability to pay you back when in fact they do not. And this person can be very stoic on the exterior, so it's hard to read. They come across as someone who's emotionally balanced or emotionally intelligent, but there is something here that this person is hiding. Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, they're hiding something from you, okay? With that Page of Wands there as well. So just be smart about this. Like, don't be naive, especially if money is concerned. That is what I have for you, Taurus. Or they say, let's play on a trip, but they want you to pay for it. Just be careful with that. That is what I have for you, Taurus. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a general collective reading, so as the messages come through, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Let's get into the Gemini collective now. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Gemini not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Fake accounts. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Into You. Good chemistry, great vibes, positivity. Okay. Tell me about this. This feels like a spying or trying to get more information, maybe. Why is this something that Gemini does not see coming this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Strength card, we have the Chariot, and we have the Six of Wands. Oh my God, I almost don't want to clarify that. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. The Sun card, the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Swords. What is happening here? Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about this conversation, opportunity, offer here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles, clarified by Judgment, the Eight of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Good for you. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. Let me get a couple of more cards on the table, and then I'll let you know the message that is coming through. Chariot. Clarify the Chariot here, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. Chariot, clarified by the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Well, this is a turnaround in energy. Six of Wands. Look at that. World card jumped out, followed by the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice. Who are you? Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. All right, tell me more about this person here. We have Leo on the table for them. Tell me more about this individual. One more shuffle. Thank you. This individual, the Emperor, Aries energy, Four of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Wow. Okay, Gemini, I think you are receiving an offer opportunity here this week. So there's a conversation here. You're either creating this Ace of Pentacles for yourself. You're like, I have identified what it is that I want and I'm going for it. Or it's being given to you. Meaning you've put out feelers for a job and this would be the job offer opportunity. Or you're deciding this week I'm launching my business. So again, you're either making this or you're like creating this or you're obtaining it based on some hard work that you've done in the past. So there's an opportunity here that presents itself. You make the judgment call that you want it. You're a little nervous about it, Eight of Swords. And so you decide in that Queen of Wands, second most intuitive queen, I don't think I know everything about whatever this is. Like if I'm going to pursue this or create this for myself, I need to get all the facts. So it says accounts to spy, but it's someone doing their due diligence. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're like, before I move forward with this sounds really good. Before I move forward with this relationship, with, I don't know, renting out this apartment, buying this house, accepting this job, launching my business, it has something here to do with your structure and your stability. Okay, maybe even house and home for some of you. But with that Five of Wands to the Ace of Wands, it's like, I just want to make sure I'm not making a mistake. So I feel like there's an idea, like I said, idea, offer, opportunity here. It sounds good, but maybe because of what you've gone through in the past, you're deciding to like dig a little deeper and get some facts. Six of Wands is clarified by the World, the Wheel of Fortune, and Justice. I can't tell you how amazing this is. This is like a new chapter opening up. You are karmically aligned this week. This is good fortune. So whatever this is for you, like you're making it, you're creating it, it's being given to you. You've done some hard work in the past, and now like this is the result. This is very good. This is like very good new karmic chapter here developing for you. So I see you this week doing your due diligence. I have another storyline here playing out. This is specifically for those of you where I think you've had someone here in your life that maybe you've had a rough go of it with this person. I say that because what precedes the Six of Swords is the Five of Swords. So maybe there was an argument or some cutting words, or the two of you were just off balance. This could be your boss, your business partner, your friend, your family member, your lover, okay? This is someone who does not feel 100% yet. Okay, they're sort of hiding it with that High Priestess to the Four of Pentacles. So I don't feel like they have made like a full recovery, whether they needed to make an emotional recovery, a mental recovery, I don't know, a physical recovery. They're not quite there yet, although they are presenting themselves to be. So a little bit of a facade here going on. But this is someone who does want to like restore happiness or creativity, or maybe even love or passion back into the connection again. I don't know who it is. Maybe you had a terrible argument with your father, and this is the week that, you know, again, this person, they're not 100% like okay, they're not 100% healed, but there's effort here on their part. There's effort here on their part to want to balance the scales with you, not want to argue with you, and to want to nurture the connection with you. So if you've had a rough go with anyone, it looks like this week you and this person are a little bit more on the same page. But again, just remember, what they're not telling you is that they're not 100% there yet. Why is that? It's like they're keeping it from you. That Four of Pentacles to the High Priestess. Why are they not 100% there yet? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. Maybe this person has some financial issues. You maybe know about them. Maybe you don't know about them. But they haven't made a full recovery. So I don't know. I don't know why that is. I do know that you are receiving communication from this person. And again, there's some type of offer or opportunity here to connect, reconnect, reconciliation. There's small little conversations here, little flirty, borderline immature going on with this person, like if it's a romantic partner. But there's something here either in regards to their like stability or maybe their finances. They're not letting you know that they're not like 100% there yet. And I don't know, maybe there's some shame or embarrassment there. That's quite possible. So let's get you 3 cards of advice for that Ace of Pentacles. Again, you're creating it or obtaining it. It's being presented to you. And I see you doing your due diligence here. You have your fire back this week, Gemini. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice on this. The High Priestess. Oh, the Magician is in the reverse. And the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Wands. Okay, so whatever this offer opportunity is, you're going to really have to do your due diligence here. Okay, you want to make sure that if it's a job offer or a loan, you know what I mean, you're reading all the fine print and the terms and conditions, and you get your benefits package in writing. Okay, you can't blindly trust this. Okay, you can't blindly trust that opportunity. So just make sure you do your due diligence on it. Like Knight of Wands, don't be so quick to be like, yes, I'll take the job. Have a second interview with them or ask uncomfortable questions. You know, it's okay to ask the loan officer about specifics regarding the loan or payoff, or if it's an apartment that you're getting, like it's okay to ask some embarrassing questions here. Don't be quick to say yes to that. And if you're like launching your own business, don't be so cocky or confident, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, to think that you did everything. Do a double check or a triple check. Make sure, like, you know, the I's are dotted, T's are crossed type of thing. 3 cards of advice here for this individual. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice when it comes to this person. The Lovers, the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. I told you they're not 100% yet, but you do have the Sun card. So it is someone who is making the choice, okay? And it could be a lover, it doesn't have to be, but the Lovers is the ultimate choice card. So this is someone wanting to rush in despite doubts, fears, insecurities, not feeling 100% their best, to want to heal the connection with you. So your advice here is to just be aware of that even though they're coming across as stable and in their power, this person still has a lot of healing to do, and it looks like it's psychological in nature, maybe even emotional, and for a smaller percentage of you, there's some financial component going on here. But that is what I have for you, Gemini, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that, and don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a general collective reading, so as the messages come through, please take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now let's begin tapping into the Cancer Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming, my dear? Fake accounts. Interesting. Believe Gemini had the same card. Bottom of the deck, drama starter. Okay. Maybe you have some high Gemini placements. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. Why is this something that Cancer does not see coming this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Sun, we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Six of Wands. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. Three of Swords, Three of Cups, and the World card. Okay. Six of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Pentacles here for you? One more shuffle. Thank you. Six of Pentacles, clarified by Four of Cups, Five of Swords, and the King of Swords. Maybe you are dealing with a Gemini. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Tell me more about the King of Wands energy here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We'll take it. King of Wands, clarified by Five of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Lovers. And the Six of Wands. I don't feel like this is my regular Cancerian collective. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Six of Wands, clarified by the Two of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. No, I think I just got a wave of new people, maybe. Wave of new Cancerians on the channel. Or you've had some new developments here in your life. Clarify Three of Swords, Three of Cups, and the World card for this person's energy. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Page of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Moon. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. There's too many people here on the table, okay? I'm going to read this two different ways. For those of you where you are in a third party, regardless of the triangle, like what point on the triangle, maybe you started the third party, maybe you're the primary and your person's stepping out on you, maybe you're the secondary and your person has someone else they're attached to, okay? You're gonna have to take it how it fits. I have two distinct messages, so hang in there with me. If there's any type of triangulation going on, there's a lot of drama this week, okay? There's one person here, and again, I don't know where you are on the point, so you're going to have to take it how it resonates. But if you're in a third party, there's an energy here of one person arguing that they are being breadcrumbed, that they feel ignored, that their wants, needs, and desires are not being fulfilled. They're vocalizing this. And then I have the energy here of this other person, like, I don't know what to do. I'm torn between two lovers, or I'm torn between two people. I have obligation here. I have a romantic partner here. Again, I don't know where you are on the triangle, but there's two people here. They're It starts off as a conversation, it escalates into an argument, okay, about reciprocity, someone feeling ignored. Then I have the energy of a third person. This third person here, they are aware of the third party, they are heartbroken, they want to talk about it, they want to salvage the connection, they don't want it to close out. So that's just going to be very specific. If you're part of any type of third party dynamic, there's a lot going on, okay? There's two people arguing, there's someone here feeling caught in the middle, and then whoever's caught in the middle, they're also arguing with this person. So it's a lot. There's a lot of drama here this week. There's a lot of spying. There's a lot of trying to get to the truth of the matter. For those of you where this is not third party, there's a lot of drama here within a group setting. And it could be family. It could be your friend circle. Maybe you volunteer with a social group or a community group. There's just a lot of drama. Maybe it's politics, I don't know, but this seems to be a lot of drama here. Again, someone feels like someone's not doing their weight, someone is caught in the middle, this other person here is having issues. So there's definitely a group dynamic to your reading here this week. And whether this is a triangulation in love or a triangulation at the workplace, or like I said, family or friend dynamic, it's not good. And one person here is caught in the middle. Anything else Cancer needs to know about this? And this could be anything. This could be like you're fighting with your brother or sister, okay, or arguing with your brother or sister, and there's also an issue with mom and dad, okay? It's just, there's a lot. Or you have your neighbors fighting with you, you're stuck in the middle, and you have two neighbors fighting, and they're trying to pull you into their drama. There's definitely triangulation here on the board. Anything else do you need to know about this? Whether it's love or at work or anything like that. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Two of Swords, the Hermit, and Judgment. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. Sometimes it's better to remain silent. Sometimes, I don't know why that is. So again, if you have family fighting and they're trying to pull you in, sometimes it's better to stay Switzerland, right? Better to stay neutral. Same thing if it's like neighbors or work or something like that. Sometimes it's better to stay silent. If this is love related, let's say you created the triangle, okay, you're stuck here in the middle and you have a primary and a secondary both arguing with you. Sometimes it's better to just absorb what everyone is saying and then go within in that Hermit energy and make the best judgment call. Like, do you really want to continue the triangulation? Do you want to end one connection and be with the other, or vice versa? Sometimes it's better, the feeling I get here, sometimes it's better to remain silent. Hear everyone out and then make a decision that is best for yourself. I want to get you 3 cards of advice for those of you where this is a love triangle. Again, regardless of where you are on the point. 3 cards of advice here for my Cancerians in a love triangle. The initials RSO, 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 RSOP, something like that might be relevant for someone watching. RSOP. One more shuffle. Thank you. If you're in a love triangle, the Tower, the Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Someone's finding out about the juggling. Temperance is in the reverse. There's disorder. There's conflict. There's a misarrangement here, okay? So if there's a love triangle, someone's finding out about something here, and it looks like crap is hitting the fan. For those of you where this is any other kind of dynamic, okay, again, community group, political organization, your neighborhood, like with your neighbors, friends, family, any other situation. I feel like you're getting pulled into it, like from both sides, or someone's trying to pull you into their drama. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice. 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and 2 of Cups in the reverse. Page of Swords. Again, just watch, listen, say very little. Page of Swords, say very little, because again, there's opposition here. There's arguments, and this has been going on a long time. At work or with your, within this friend group, whatever's transpiring here. But there's something like you are better off served by not saying anything or by saying very little. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. Again, I don't feel like I was reading there for my regular Cancer collective. So If you're watching this going, Jen, what the hell just happened to our collective? Some new people came on. Okay, it happens. I've seen it before in the past with Virgo, Gemini. Who else had that bump? Sagittarius. So just take what fits, leave what doesn't, and check out another placement. Everything should balance out within the next week or two. At least that's energetically what I have seen, how it plays out for me here on the channel. But that is what I have for you. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Till I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a general collective reading, so as the messages come through, just take what fits and leave what doesn't. And if it's not your message, is okay. Just means that it's meant for someone else. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now let's begin tapping into the Leo collective now. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? We have wasting time, stuck, no changes, limited. And at the bottom of the deck, we have stalker, stalking, watching, obsessed. Okay. Tell me more about this here for Leo. I want to get another shuffle there for you, Leo. Why is wasting time something they do not see coming this week? You're stuck. Yeah, you are stuck. I can tell by the way your deck is shuffling. Okay, tell me more about this here, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Chariot, we have the Strength card, the Major Arcana card, and we have the Four of Cups. See, that's what I mean by like stuck. Okay, the situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. Someone has their eye on you. Now, if you're in a committed partnership, that could be your spouse. It could be a parental figure. For others of you, it's someone who's at the head of a structure, like a corporation, a company, a political group, a community organization. Someone has their eye on you. Okay, tell me about that Page of Pentacles. Why is that Page of Pentacles here for Leo this week? If you're a business owner, someone may have their eye on you, considering like offering collaboration. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Pentacles, clarified by Queen of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Aye. Chariot. One more shuffle. Okay, thank you. They fell face up. We'll take them. King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Strength card. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the Ten of Cups, Justice, and the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. Okay, I'm going to get into what this is. I don't know what this is for you because it's a general collective reading, okay? There's something here that had a false start. It could be a situation, it could be an environment, it certainly could be a connection, like with a friend, a family member, a lover, you know, an employer or a prospective employer. There's just something here where like it had a lot of hope. Okay, it had a lot of hope. Your heart was open to it. And again, doesn't have to be love related. It could be, I really love this job, but I'm applying to it. I really love this business idea, so I'm going to launch it. You know, and again, situation, environment, connection, project, plan. There was a lot of hope for this, but you're just not seeing the results. Something, that Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, like either there's been an ending in this connection, again, professional, platonic, romantic, or some project you wanted to launch, you just haven't seen like it hasn't yielded like the return on the investment, or it hasn't yielded like the reward that you wanted. So take it how it resonates to you, but you're realizing this week that this is done and over with, or at least the way you've done it is done and over with. Okay, there's like a false start here, but you're quickly pivoting. You're like, okay, that job didn't work, I'm going to apply for this job. This business model didn't work, I'm turning around, I'm going to do it this way. There's something like that here happening, or maybe you have had like a terrible argument here with someone, but again, the feeling here is like, I'm going to turn it around. So situation, environment, or connection, some false start, or something that just didn't pan out the way you thought it would. I don't think that you're giving up on it. The feeling I get here is, I'm going to turn it around and do it differently. I'm going to invest differently, I'm going to do it differently. Because your ultimate goal here is financial or emotional contentment, or financial or emotional abundance, and maybe even both. So you're realizing something here in your life is stuck, it's not changing, and you are desiring a better outcome. So you are pivoting to try to achieve that better outcome there for yourself. I'd like to know who this is who's keeping an eye on you. They may or may not have anything to do with that Ten of Swords. Let's see what we got for them. We have Aries and we have Taurus here, but truth be told, when the Emperor and Empress are on the table, every zodiac sign is on the table now, because they represent the best qualities of all four kings or all four queens. But clarify this person more. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Magician, Gemini, and Virgo energy. The Devil, Capricorn energy in the world. 4 fixed signs. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And this person is intently watching you, but they're not approaching you just yet. Knight of Pentacles. So this could be anything. This could be, I'll try to give you some examples here so you can put it into context for yourself. You applied for a loan. You didn't get the loan. You're like, oh man, something, I wasted time. I did all that work trying to apply for the loan. It didn't work out. 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Swords. Okay, I'm going to apply at this company. And then this is the company where they're like reviewing your paperwork. Okay, reviewing your application. You got fired from a job. You're like, oh, that didn't work. I'm going to quickly start putting out my resumes and applications. And now this is the employer now reviewing your resume, reviewing your application. Okay, so I can definitely see something like that here happening. It's possible for those of you where this is with a person, and you have you've moved on because this connection wasn't going anywhere, or was too argumentative, or you felt betrayed. This person is watching you to decide when they should approach you with communication. They're intently watching you. So I have you pivoting here from something that hasn't worked out, or it's been very limited in growth, or maybe no growth at all. And you're pivoting, and then I have someone here who's watching you. So if this is career or finance related, this is career and finance related, watching you to see now if they want to present you with the offer. And if this is an actual dynamic between you and a specific person, a friend, family member, or lover, and you've had that 10 of Swords, and you're like, you know what, I can't sit in that pain anymore. I have to move on. I have other things that I have to work on. And I can't devote all of my energy into thinking about why this fallout happened between me and this person. Just know that it's that person that's watching you. Whether they're watching you online, they're keeping tabs on you somehow. There's no communication from them. They're holding back. I want to get 3 cards for those of you where this is career or finance related. One more shuffle. Thank you. Career or finance related. We have the Moon, we have the 6 of Pentacles, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. So if it is a professional soulmate, they're holding back before they present you with that offer. Before they give you the offer, they give you the job, they give you the promotion, they give you the raise, okay, they give you the loan, they give you the credit card, anything financial or career related, they're holding back and either reviewing your documents or maybe even watching you at work to see if you're eligible for some type of raise or promotion. For those of you where this individual is the person that you had that 10 of Swords moment with. 3 cards if it's the person that they had the 10 of Swords with. This is obsessively watching you, keeping an eye on you, maybe driving by your home, talking to other people. We're not going to take it, fell face down, but we'll look at it. The Hermit. Yeah, there's silence here. Waiting to approach. One more shuffle. Thank you. 5 of Swords. 4 of Swords. I told you, quiet. Queen of Wands. 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 4 of Wands. Could be driving by your home, talking to family, friends, trying to get onto your social media. Okay, so this is weird. I did a private reading like, must have been like 2 years ago. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do them anymore, especially with the move now. But this came up for someone who was watching someone on social media using a fake name. Like suddenly you have a Facebook account and you get a friend request from, I don't know, Ann Smith. You're like, I don't know Ann Smith. It's not Ann Smith. It's whoever this person is. They just created a fake profile to try to get onto your profile to like watch you. So if you have social media, I would keep that in mind that you may have an individual here this week. And I guess you'll see it's predictive in nature. If you suddenly get a friend request or someone starts following you on, let's say like you have X, you have Twitter, and you don't recognize that name, why would this person start following me? It's that person. It's the person you had that Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords with. Okay, let's get you some advice. I'm going to get you 2 sets. For the career and finance. Career and finance. And then, again, it could be like you're a business owner, you're pivoting, you're going to do something different with your business. You have someone here who's watching you. Now, it could be a competitor, but I don't get that. I don't get like someone's watching you to try to steal your ideas. It's more like watching you to see if they should approach you with collaboration. So career and finance, we have the Hangman in the upright, the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, and the Eight of Wands in the upright. Yeah, the Fool card. You will receive a communication, just not this week. It's delayed. So like it's like the week after. You get the loan, you get the job, you know what I mean? You get the grant. The person reaches out to you and they want to collaborate with you. So if you've been waiting on anything like that, career and finance related, or again, you have felt stuck or something like that, something fell through, but now you're going to pivot and apply for something else, you are receiving news, word, confirmation, but it's not this week. It's a bit delayed here. For those of you where the person watching you or reviewing you is the individual that you had that Ten of Swords with, 3 cards if the person watching them is the person who they had the Ten of Swords with. Did I say 3 of Swords? If I did, I'm sorry. But I assume if you experienced the Ten of Swords with someone, you probably felt the 3 of Swords also. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Cups in the upright, 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. Yep, that's what's happening. 9 of Pentacles. You have someone here who is waiting for the opportune time to express their remorse or their regret for whatever transpired here between you and them. Some type of argument or conflict or discord. It's possible it was part of like a group dynamic. Maybe you argued with your siblings. This would be one of them wanting to reach out. Maybe you argued with a few people at work. This is one of them wanting to reach out. But you definitely have someone here who's waiting for the right time, operating in Pentacle energy. So they could very well be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but only take that if it resonates. But they're definitely waiting to contact you. Not every card in tarot is timing, but when will this person reach out to Leo? I almost said Virgo. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo. When will they reach out to them to offer an apology? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Sun, Leo season. So within your season, and your season is wrapping up fairly soon. So I would expect something later this week or very early next week from that individual. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a general collective reading. So as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. All right, with all of that said now, let's begin tapping into the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Virgo not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming this week? Reflecting. And at the bottom of the deck, we have bad reputation. Okay. I think it's going to be a continuation of what you've been going through, but let's see. For my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, why is reflecting something they do not see coming this week. To me, you're getting an offer that you're not sure if you want to accept. B like boy, D like David. BD might be your initials, someone's initials, maybe birthday. I don't know. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Obviously, only take that if it resonates. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Tower, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Magician. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. Three of Swords, Nine of Cups, and Knight of Swords. There's your communication. Okay. And you're waiting. Three of Wands. Tell me about the Three of Wands. You're waiting for news. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Moon, and the Five of Swords. Whoa. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Let me get a couple more things on the table here. The Tower. One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Pentacles, the Death card, and Justice. Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords, Empress. I cannot believe these energies. The Magician. It's almost over. Okay, whatever this is for you, it's almost over. One more shuffle. Thank you. Magician, clarified by the World card. Told you, almost over. Nine of Swords and the Star. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. We'll get into your shitty energy in a second. If you're the cross watcher, welcome. I'm not cross watcher friendly. Virgo, for you this week, you're contemplating here, okay? Someone did you dirty, okay? There was deception here, lies, manipulation, emotional manipulation. And this week I have you reflecting about what you've gone through with this person or this group of people, how far you've come, and the fact that you want justice. You want justice served. I don't know if this is going legal for some of you with that Justice card, but you want an end. I'm speaking like you. If this is not your reading, please check another placement. I have a group of you where someone or a group of people put you through the effing ringer, and you just want this nightmare to be done and over with. And for some of you, you're going the legal route. Or if you're not going the legal route in terms of court, this is like something terrible happened here at work and you're going through human resources, or you're going to a higher up. Okay, you're looking for reprieve from something terrible. You're reflecting back on everything that this person or group of people did to you, and you want justice served. Again, whether it's legal or, like I said, in-house, like through the company HR or something like that. It's almost like you can't wait for this to be over. You can't wait to start your new life. You can't wait for the verdict. You can't wait for the ruling. You can't wait for the green light. Okay, it's like I'm really done with this. I don't want to deal with this person or these people anymore. I just want my new beginning. And you're wondering, when does your new beginning actually start? Because it doesn't officially start until this wraps up, until this gets cleaned up. And I don't feel like there's much here for you to do. This seems to be a long, like, dragged out process. So again, there's something you're having, like, I can't wait for. And look, sometimes tarot tends to like over dramatize things. So for some of you, yes, someone did you horrible, shady, dirty, and you're going to court. Maybe you're getting a divorce, or you want a financial settlement, or you're suing the pharmaceutical company. Absolutely. Or you're going through HR because at work something terrible happened. It could also be something like you have a new job and you can't wait to start it in a week or two because you had to give this crappy company 1 or 2 week notice. And the feeling here is like, I like reflecting, almost dreaming of the new job because I can't wait till I get out of this hellhole. And same thing could hold true if you're relocating, and that's already in the works. Maybe you have a month left in this apartment and then you get to move into the new one. It's like, I can't wait till I'm done with this management or this landlord, or there's something like that of like, I can't wait till I'm done with this and I can just start my new chapter. Whoever this is, they are involved in this, okay? 3 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and the Knight of Swords, and then we have the 5 of Wands. So I believe this is the person or group of people. They have a bad reputation with you. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. I don't blame you. Why are they in your energy this week? Because I feel like they have something to say. in that Knight of Swords. And you don't trust them. And looking at what's on the table, I don't blame you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I hope that mic is on. It is. This person's energy. High Priestess. 6 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups. Bottom of that King of Swords. Oh, is that so? This person feels bad about how the connection or the relationship between you and them, how much it has deteriorated. Even if they were the cause of it. There's still a look back for them this week of recognizing to themselves, quietly, recognizing to themselves that at some point in time, the two of you were on the same page, and then crap hit the fan. And again, whether they did it, you did it, was a little bit of both. There is some reflection here on how we went from the 9 of Cups, the ideal, situation, environment, connection, friendship, marriage, whatever this was, and then how it devolved into heartache and turmoil and fighting and backstabbing. And specifically, if they're the ones that initiated it, or they were more of the aggressor, there's a lot of regret and confusion here on their part of how did I let this get so out of control? Or how did I do this to Virgo? What's behind the bad reputation card? Shine, your light irritates their demons. All right, now we're getting good. Give me 3 more cards on this person's energy, please. Take it a layer deeper. We'll take it. The 8 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the King of Wands. So this is really interesting. They feel bad for the way the connection between you and them has devolved. They do think fondly of you. I don't know if they'll ever say that to you. But there's something here about them wanting to delay your new start. They understand that you're never going to work for them again. You don't want to be their husband or wife ever again. You don't want to date them ever again. But there's something here where they know that your new start will be better than their new start. So if you're leaving a company, they know that their replacement for you is never going to measure up to you. If this is a divorce, whether they have someone new in their life or not, they already know that the next person is never going to measure up to you. And they want to keep a tie to you for that reason. Even if the connection between you and them is volatile or nasty or negative, they would rather have that level of connection with you than no connection at all. King of Wands, Queen of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. See, your Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. There's your Queen of Pentacles. And it's like they know that you will be happier without them than they will be without you. Let's get you some advice. So I would expect this week a delay. If you're trying to wrap up anything with this person, I would expect a delay. Are they going to say anything to you this week? Because I felt like incoming communication from them. For my Virgos who have contact with this person, what will this person be saying to my Virgos? We'll take it. On the side, the Hermit, okay? So approaching you with caution. Breaking the silence, but not too much. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Cups and 3 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. You might get some kind of an apology. All right, this got good. Why is that? You might get some kind of an apology. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Emperor, Temperance, and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the 8 of Wands. If you still have business dealings with them, or they suspect business dealings in the future, or you have children with them, or a family with them, there's still some tie after the break between you and them, after the severance. They're trying to keep something harmonious because of that, because we still have kids, or we still have to finish out this project, or you still have 2 weeks left on the job, or you're going through HR and they're afraid you might sue them, okay? There's still a cord here between you and them. So 2 things you can expect. You can't wait till this is freaking done and over with, and I don't blame you. And you're reflecting back on how terrible this whole situation between you and them has, I don't know, I keep hearing devolved into chaos. they're thinking the same thing. However, they know that your new start will be better than theirs. And so they're trying to drag this out for as long as they can, because they rather get negative attention from you than no attention at all. And for those of you where there is still something, even after something is final, there's still some kind of cord here between you and them. They're trying to keep things nice for that reason, although you may not trust them because of what they've done in the past. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here for Virgo this week. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice. 2 of Wands. Start making plans for the future. Queen of Swords and Ten of Swords. This will be done before you know it. Bottom of that, King of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, there's something here. They want to be victorious, or they're greedy. This person has 2 faces to them. It could be an air sign. I say that as an air sign. And I know that the King of Pentacles is Earth. But I get someone who can talk a good game, but not back it up. Like someone who to your face is nice, but they could really be vicious, or they could really be greedy. This person has like a dark undercurrent. Also, King of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who has financial issues, or they don't have a lot of stability in their life. So, and it's someone who would do anything for money or for attention. So there is something here with this person. So just keep that in mind if this is your reading. But for you, start making plans for your future, for when this is finally done and over with, because it will be done and over with soon, most likely within the next 10 weeks, okay? That is what I have for you. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that, and don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a general collective reading. So as the messages come through, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. I don't know why I have like a hair here. I'm sorry. If it's not meant for you, it's meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now let's begin tapping into the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Libra not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? Okay, thank you. The card that jumped out of the deck was Thief, and it came out on the side. This is a little bit Seven of Swords energy, so let's see where we go with this. At the bottom of the deck, we have Reflecting. Tell me why Thief on the side is something that Libra does not see coming this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. It's almost like you don't know whether or not to trust this. Situation, environment, connection, opportunity, person. Why is Thief on the side here for the Libra collective? One more shuffle. Thank you. Maybe you're suspect. In your energy this week, the Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, and the Tower. Okay. Situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. King of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. And that leaves the Six of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Five of Pentacles. Why is that here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Libra this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. Libra, the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Ooh. Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Thank you. We'll take it. Queen of Wands, clarified by the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Chariot. Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ten of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Three of Swords. And the Tower. Why is the Tower here for my Libras this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. Someone's making a decision. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Moon. I have a lot of people here. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. This is specifically for those of you. Okay, let me tell you what's on the table. Then I'll let you know the messages that I'm channeling through. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. Okay, waiting for something to turn around in your favor. This could be financial or emotional lack. Whatever this is, it's almost like you feel like you've been iced out, or you haven't been receiving the full truth or all of the information. I feel like you're waiting. Two of Swords, you're waiting. You're waiting for a win. You're waiting for a decision. You're waiting for information. Okay, it has to do with your structure, your stability, maybe your home. It could even be in regards to like a committed partnership. But that Five of Wands here, there's conflict. I feel like you get the victory, but it's not exactly what you want. Or you get the information, but it's not exactly what you want. Queen of Wands is clarified by Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Chariot. This is what I'm talking about. We go from nothing happening here. I've been waiting for something to happen. Again, information, communication, offer, opportunity. We go from nothing to something, but the something isn't exactly what you thought it would be. It's a conclusion, which is a victory in some sense, but it's not a full victory. I'm trying to think of an example. Can you please give me an example to give them? Okay, let's say this is a court case, Libra. You finally get a verdict here this week. It enables you to like wipe this slate clean. This case is closed. Just an example I'm being given. You're not 100% happy with the end result, and the other person isn't exactly 100% happy. So this is like a remedy. This is a situation, environment, or connection that's finally coming to a conclusion. Okay, like the wait is over. You're able to now move forward and move on from it, but you're not 100% happy with it. And you feel like something is suspect here with that Thief card on the side. Like maybe you think there's some shenanigans being played here. Someone's making a decision. The King of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Let me go deeper into this for you. Tell me more about this here, please, for Libra. The Ten of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Empress. There's so many people here. There's so many people here. If you've been waiting on... I got to get a card here. Is this court related? I feel like it's legal. I feel like this is something legal. If we get an Ace or a Major Arcana card, that'll be yes. Is this something legal? One more shuffle. Thank you. Is this something legal? Yes, the Devil. Don't be scared. We only used it as a yes or no card. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. I feel like you are receiving communication, offer, opportunity in regards to something that like there's been no movement here. Suddenly now you get the answer, or suddenly you get the invite. You know what I mean? Suddenly the verdict comes down. But you're not exactly 100% happy about it. Someone has been reflecting on this, on providing you with the job, providing you with the offer, closing a case here. I heard closing a case. No one's truly the victor here. The only victory here is that it's finally over. It's finally over. But you're not 100% happy with the outcome. The other party's not 100% happy with the outcome. And you feel like something was off. Something was suspect. Anything else Libra needs to know about this? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Knight of Wands, the Star, and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. You could declare victory. Does that make sense to someone? You could declare victory because at least you got the offer, the opportunity, the communication, the ruling. You know, it's like it's over. That's what I mean. There's victory in this being over. Hope that made sense for someone watching. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. I almost felt like I was doing a personal reading there. So if you're a Libra watching and you've been waiting for some conclusion to a situation, environment, or connection that pertains to your stability, whether that's financial or emotional, okay? Like between you and a partner, maybe a divorce, a job. I feel like there's a conclusion here. You're not happy. The other side's not happy. You're a little suspect about this. but you're going to claim victory nonetheless, because just the fact that it's over, there's victory. There's victory in this being over. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. That was highly, highly specific. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, 10 of Swords. It's over. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, you get to move on now. 4 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Swords. Yeah. There's, it's like it's a truce. It's a truce. So another example I could give you. You apply for a loan for $20,000. And they tell you that you are awarded the loan, but not for $20,000. It's for $10,000. You could claim victory that you were awarded $10,000, but you can't claim full victory because you didn't get the full $20,000 that you wanted. You know, you apply for a job and they tell you the starting pay is $80,000 US dollars a year. And now you get the job offer this week, but it's not for $80,000. Maybe it's for $60,000 or $75,000. You could claim victory that you received the job offer, but again, it's not exactly what you thought it would be. That's the feeling. So your advice here is to be grateful that whatever this is, it's ended, it's concluded, like the wait is over, and now you get to move forward in your life. Now you get breathing room. Now you don't have to worry about this anymore. I feel for a lot of you this was legal related, even though the Justice card didn't appear here. The moment I saw the way the King of Cups was sitting on the throne, and it was followed by the 7 of Wands, like this is someone who has to make a decision. They're reflecting, and then they make their decision, and it's like it's ironclad. They were going back and forth. So someone made a decision here, or you're receiving a decision here this week. 10 of Pentacles, King of Swords, sometimes that could be like an attorney, magistrate, lawyer, okay? I just feel like this cycle now is concluded. You're not 100% happy. The other side is not 100% happy. It's a truce of some sort. You could claim victory if you want to. You don't have to. But at least now you get to move forward with your life. Again, I hope that message made sense for at least one Libra watching. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, and I just saw the Justice card, so for some of you, this is something legal, okay? That is what I have for you. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that, and don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a general collective reading. So as the messages come through, please take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said down, let's begin. It's so odd. In the Libra reading, I felt like I had a hair on my nose, but I don't think it's a hair. But let's see. Where do we go with this message here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do my moon babies not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Photo proof, getting evidence. Bottom of the deck, we have unfazed. Why is this something that Scorpio does not see coming this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the 3 of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Wands, we have the 10 of Wands, and we have the 3 of Swords. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. 7 of Pentacles, the Sun, and the 5 of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Why is the 3 of Pentacles here? One more shuffle. Thank you. 3 of Pentacles clarified by the Moon, the Ace of Cups, and the Strength card. Okay, you do not see this coming. Information, communication, offer, opportunity in Leo season, which is wrapping up relatively soon. Nine of Wands. Why are you in the Nine of Wands? One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Wands is clarified by Seven of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. 10 of Wands, clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Cups. What is this Three of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. This is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. All right, before I get into this person's energy, you, there's something here that you've been working on, waiting for. I feel like you did your part. That Three of Pentacles. Like, for me, that is like teamwork makes the dream work. So I feel like you did your part here. Like, you submitted your resume, you submitted your application, you asked the person out on a date. Like, whatever this has been for you, you did your part, and now you're sort of waiting. You're waiting to hear back. You're waiting to hear if they'll say yes. You're waiting to hear if the loan is approved. Some of you thought that this would come through in July. Seven of Cups, the 7th month of the year. So there's something like that, like you've been waiting. I feel like you did your part, and now you've been waiting. And this is the week where you get evidence or you get proof that you've been accepted, or the offer is being extended to you, or you're receiving the communication. So I feel like it's been very burdensome for you. Again, like, I put out all these applications and resumes, and now I'm just waiting for a job. I did everything I had to do to launch my business. Maybe you're waiting for some final paperwork, like from City Hall. There's something like that here at play. What you don't see coming is, one, the information, communication, offer opportunity is coming in by the end of Leo season, which, like I said, is wrapping up very quickly. Even though you've been waiting for a while, it's like now it gets to come in, and there's an end here to disappointment, heartbreak, emotional setback. That's coming to an end. Ace of Pentacles and the Fool. Like, now you can launch the business, or now you can put this chapter behind you. Now you can start the new job. So this week you're getting proof or evidence that a difficult chapter or a time in your life is coming to an end, and you're about to embark on this new journey. I mean, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, this is wonderful, whether it's heart-based or finance-based. It could be both for some of you. I'm going to try to see more what that's all about. But yeah, I feel like you did your part, and now you've been waiting, and what you don't see coming is you're getting evidence, proof, facts, that the communication, the information, like, it's coming into you. And I feel like this gives you renewed hope. There's a cause for celebration here. Like, I got the job, I got the loan, I got the okay, I can launch the business, I asked the person out on the date and they say yes. There's something like that here happening. The wheel is spinning in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. Seven of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Five of Cups. Whatever this was, it took a long time to get to you. It took a long time to get to you. The news, the offer, the communication, the opportunity. And this is the energy of someone, they've been unfazed by the delay. So it's like you applied for the job 3 months ago, and like now they're getting back to you. To you, that 3 months was a long time. For them, they're unfazed by it. One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Wands, the Death card. That's your major arcana card, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. I think you waited a long time for this. Communication, offer, opportunity. I don't see anything love related here, I got to be honest. I mean, if you have been waiting for someone, I always say never wait for it. But if you have been expecting someone to like apologize to you, it's possible for some of you you're getting an apology. But I'm not really seeing it like that. I feel like you have been waiting for the green light. Information, communication, offer, opportunity. You did the work already. This is specific for those of you. I did the work, and now you're getting evidence this week that the work you put in, there's like a return now. There's a return on the investment. You're now getting the job. You're getting the offer. You're getting the loan. You're getting the grant. Something like that here is happening. And you've waited a long time. Three of Wands, waiting. And Knight of Pentacles, you've waited a long time for this. Whoever's providing you with the offer, like I said, communication, offer, opportunity, they've been unfazed. So I almost feel like you've been biting your nails, kind of waiting for this. I just saw the Two of Cups. Anything else Scorpio needs to know about this? this incoming offer, communication, opportunity. Anything else they need to know about this? One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Swords, you've been worried about it. Knight of Pentacles, because it's been so long. King of Swords, there's a decision. So Eight of Swords, I would say to get out of your head this week. I would say to get out of your head, because whatever it is here that you've been waiting for, it's coming in this week. And like I said, this is specific for those of you. You put the work already. You submitted the documents. You filed. You applied for the job. You applied for the loan. And now you get confirmation. Now you get the communication. Now you get the offer. And you seem to be very happy. You seem to be very happy that now your life can move forward. This is a cause for celebration. New start, new beginning. I like this for you. Finally, a very good reading for Scorpio. Except get out of your head. That Eight of Swords could be the devil's playground there, okay? I want to get 3 cards for those of you where this is in regards to career and finance. Like you've been waiting for the job, the loan, etc., etc. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice. 4 of Swords. There's that 3 of Swords in the reverse. I told you, oh, look at that Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah, we go from waiting, to now I can finally release the pain, or I can finally release the burden, maybe even financial burden, because things are turning in your favor. Wheel of Fortune is in the upright. We have the Tower. You do not see this coming. Okay. If you're waiting for court, this would be like a ruling. Okay. For those of you where it is love related, only because we saw the 2 of Cups, we have the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Swords. Maybe you're waiting for reconciliation between you and a friend or a family member or a lover, where there was like a fallout here or an argument. 3 cards if it's like love and romance, and love could be even platonic. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. If it's more relationship based here, we have the World in the reverse. We have the 7 of Swords in the reverse, and we have the 2 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Wands. Yeah, someone is rushing in here. There's an apology here. Someone is apologizing. They feel like they have unfinished business with you, and this person is... The 7 of Swords in the reverse is someone who's being honest. It's someone who's being truthful. It's someone who's apologizing for something that they did wrong, or maybe some type of 7 of Swords, like deceitful behavior that they've had. But it is someone who is coming clean because they feel like they have unfinished business with you, and they've sat on this apology too long. So now they're rushing in this week. The Knight of Wands, the Lovers, and the 7 of Wands is in the reverse. So they're lowering their guard, they're lowering their boundaries, maybe putting their pride or ego aside, and apologizing for whatever occurred here between you and them. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Just heard like this. I don't know if the mic caught it. There's like a really fast motorcycle going by. So either way, you have pretty quick incoming communication. I'm going to take that as a sign. That is what I have for you. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a general collective reading. So as the messages come through, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. And with all of that said, now let's begin tapping into the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Clout hungry. And at the bottom of the deck, we have threatening. Okay. Why is this something you do not see coming this week? For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I have to say something, and I'm really not cross-watcher friendly. I can't wait for this energy to be out of your energy. Because I love the Sagittarius collective. You're my opposite sign. I'm a Gemini here. You're my North Node. And I feel terrible that for like the last 6 months, I have been reading this very heavy energy in your readings. Like, I just want the Sagittarius collective to be happy. again. Like, I don't know what happened to you guys in 2026. Tell me more about this clout hungry. I just feel so weighted down right now. And I can only imagine what you're going through with this person or these people. Why is clout hungry something that Sagittarius does not see coming this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Knight of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Wheel of Fortune, and Justice. The situation, environment, or connection that you're dealing with. 10 of Wands, the Emperor, and the 5 of Wands. Why do you keep coming up in their readings? I don't understand. All right. I'm speaking to the cards, to the energy, as if it could talk back to me. Knight of Wands. Tell me why the Knight of Wands is here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the Lovers. You're clout hungry this week. Oh my God. Okay. Let me get a couple more cards on the table. The Hanged Man. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the Death card, the Queen of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, and Justice. Why is Justice here for Sagittarius? 8 of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. 8 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Sun. Bottom of the deck, the Strength card. I feel like you're dealing with a tyrant here, okay? I have the Threatening card, intimidated, threatened, bothered. I feel like you're dealing with someone who is always causing conflict in your life, or triangulating you, or putting you in competition. And it could be a bad boss, okay? It could be a toxic paternal or maternal figure, like a toxic parent, okay? I just feel like this person, it's almost like they make it their job to make your life stressful. Or if you would look at it that way. I think there's something going on with this person, maybe psychologically. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But I see you here this week. You're clout hungry. The clout hungry card says anything, does anything, makes shit up. That's you. Do you know why that's you? Because you know that this person's time in your life is over. And I feel like you're just going along to get along until you can finally end it with this person. So I don't know who this is. Maybe it's a bad boss. And this week you're like, just wearing a smile on your face because you know you either have another job opportunity or you are actively seeking a new job opportunity. You know, it's a family member where you got to tolerate them this week, but you know that it's only a matter of time that the event is over, or you get to go home, or they're going to get on a plane and go back where they came from. There's something like that. I mean, it's possible that Justice card, this is someone you're married to and you're just biding your time again until you file for divorce. There's something, and it could be like with a neighbor. Maybe you have an issue with neighbors here, you know, and you're like, yeah, I'm just going to put up with you because I'm, you know, internal to you, you're going to relocate, or you're putting the house up for sale. So I see you here. Knight of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the Lovers. You've made the choice that you are going to take action to end this connection. You're like, I'm done. This is I'm done. This is your choice you're making based on their past behavior. You know it's done, but you can't end it today. The Death card, the Queen of Cups, and the Two of Cups. As much as you would like to close out this connection today, it's like, I can't. Hangman, it's suspended. But Wheel of Fortune, I can't wait, because in the opportune time, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I'm taking my time, my love, my money, my talent, whatever it is here that you've been giving this person, and I'm putting it into something new direction, new start. Justice, clarified by 8 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Sun. I feel like you're biding your time. You can't wait until you are done with this person. And it's taking you a lot of strength this week to grit your teeth while you text with them or you communicate with them. Maybe you live with them in the same house. I don't know. You go to work. I just see you here. You're going to say anything or do anything this week to make this person think like everything is fine. What is this person's problem? I thought it was the 8 of Wands. It's the 10 of Wands. So they make this connection with you difficult. What is this person's issue? 3 cards, please. One more shuffle. NC, like Nancy, Charlie. So NCCN. I don't know. Maybe that's their initials, your initials. I don't know. North Carolina. Maybe live in North Carolina. I don't know. Only take that if it resonates. What's this person's issues? 7 of Cups, the Tower, and the 7 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. What is this person's issue? They're confused. They're destructive. They have destructive thoughts. They have a I don't know why I keep hearing destructive. They have a destructive pattern or way about them, and it's been persistent in their life. 7 of Pentacles. This person has been showing up this way for probably the last 7 years. They're destructive. They blame other situations, environments, or connections for their behavior. Is someone who does not take ownership for what they do or the way they treat people. It's always someone else's fault. They yell at you, it's because they had a bad day at work, or they yell at you, it's because someone else in the office pissed them off. They yell at you because one of your siblings got them upset earlier in the day. This person is destructive. Destructive thoughts and destructive actions. And they make your life difficult. Anything else you need to know about? Anything else Sagittarius needs to know about their interaction with this person this week? Yeah. Tell me more about the interaction. I feel like you're biding your time. One more shuffle. Thank you. 4 Swords, 8 of Pentacles, and Temperance. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. I think you're biding your time. I think you're going to go along to get along this week. I don't think you're causing any fights. I don't think you're being dramatic. Anything else you need to know about this person this week? It's like any day now that the divorce is over, or I'm moving out, or I'm getting another job. I feel you want no conflict this week. This person has emotionally dysregulated you in the past, and you're not looking to get, to have your blood pressure raised this week. It's like, whatever interaction you have, it's like, it's all right. It's only a matter of time till you're no longer in my life. So anything else? What is this person doing this week? Can we go a layer deeper, please? Layer deeper. One more shuffle. Thank you. What else are they doing this week? Phoenix, 6 of Swords, and the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. Phoenix, 6 of Swords. This person might make an impulsive decision this week to go away, to travel, to purchase a vehicle. This person, if the two of you have had issues this week, they're acting like everything's fine. Meanwhile, you're like, I can't wait till I leave this job. I can't wait till I file for a divorce. That, if it's not your reading, don't take it. But I'm reading for Sagittarius. We're like, it's only a matter of time. I don't have to deal with you anymore, because you're seeing the... I'm not a doctor. I can't say bipolar, but you're seeing the shift in attitude, where they're very destructive and mean or cruel, or they make your life difficult. And then the next, it's like, hey, let's go away for the weekend. Or can I buy you lunch? Or do you want to go out on a date? Like there's a mood shift. You're noticing a mood shift. And it's making you realize this person's a little unstable. Judgment, King of Wands, King of Swords. I think you're seeing this person clearly, and your judgment here this week anyway seems to be, I'm just going to lay low, get along to, go along to get along until I no longer have to deal with this person. So they seem to be erratic this week, moving quickly, pretending whatever issues you had with them didn't exist. Yeah, this is someone who does not know how to take responsibility for their words or their actions when they hurt people or they insult people. 3 cards of advice here for you. I want to get you 2 sets for this. It's like you're waiting to make an exit. One more shuffle. Thank you. Waiting to make an exit. 7 of Pentacles, waiting. 6 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. You are waiting till you can leave this person behind, Fool card, and have a new beginning without them. All 3 came out in the upright. You are disappointed in this person. You could feel some heartbreak. Maybe it's a connection you didn't want to leave behind. Maybe you love the job, but this is just a jerk of the owner, the company owner. And you're like, I love my job. I don't want to leave, my coworkers, but I can't deal with this person anymore. So I just feel, in terms of advice, just wait it out. Okay, if that's what you're doing, if you have some plan here to leave this person behind, it's just telling you to be patient. You will eventually get your harvest or your opportunity to depart. 3 cards of advice here on how to deal with them this week. One more shuffle. Thank you. How to deal with them this week. 2 of Swords, 6 of Swords in the reverse, and the Knight of Swords. There's no need to communicate how unhappy you are with them. Queen of Cups in the reverse. There's no need here for you, because this is your advice. Oh, look at that, right behind that. Ace of Pentacles and Six of Wands in the reverse. There's no need, Two of Swords, for you to say anything, to get into it with this person about their erratic behavior, their mood swings, stagnation, the stop and go, the in and out, energy from them, the false start. They could be in their ego. There's no reason to have this discussion. If your plan this week is to move on and move towards better, which I see you doing, then this week, yeah, by all means, just kind of keep the peace if you can, without it compromising, without you compromising yourself or your peace or your sanity too much. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it. I saw the Eight of Cups. So yeah, you're biding your time till you move on. And I don't blame you. I can't wait till this person's no longer in your energy. I'm sorry. I just want you to be happy, Sagittarius. And I think you have something or someone really great kind of waiting for you. But that is what I have for you. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, just take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. I keep feeling something over here. My cat's downstairs. I'm in the house alone. Someone may be watching you this week. Okay, I don't know why. I never get that type of message. Okay, tapping into the Capricorn collective. And if I said Cancer, maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. Tapping into the Capricorn, that just threw me off. Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Someone's watching you or waiting for you. Thief. This came up in your reading a couple months ago, and the first thing I was like, make sure your security's on, your blink cameras. I'm not a fear-mongering tarot reader, but I do my own readings, weekly readings like this, using this deck. And whenever that's, I'm like, I make sure my blink cameras are on. You know, if I have to replace the batteries, I do. I make sure the door is locked. So make sure like your car doors are locked, something like that. You know, even the shed. So I don't think that's your whole reading this week, but that was the first thing that I got. So maybe someone is kind of scouting you or your house or something like that. So again, right on the bottom of the deck, we have Stalker. I told you I felt someone watching you. Okay, let's get into this reading. I don't think it's as scary, but, you know, better safe than sorry, right? So just make sure that the doors and windows are locked. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is Thief something they do not see coming this week? Also, maybe close your shades at night, you know, your blinds or something like that, your curtains. One more shuffle. Thank you. In your energy, we have Judgment, Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Hierophant. Situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Five of Wands. What is happening to my Capricorn collective this week? Okay, let's get some cards here on the table. Judgment. Why is the Judgment here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the King of Pentacles, that's you in your highest vibration, whether you're masculine or feminine. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. I don't hate it. All right, Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So there's a recovery here. Okay. Seven of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Swords, clarified by the Tower, the World, and the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands. Clarify the Hierophant. One more shuffle. Thank you. 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Who's this person here? Tell me about someone's obsessed with you, watching you, stalking you. Could be online, in person. It could be someone, if you live with them, they're just kind of keeping an eye on you to see how you're acting. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Moon. Yeah, they're watching you. Empress and the Hermit. They're watching you. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. Okay. I don't want to scare anyone out there. I'm just going to tell you what's here. And it's a predictive reading. And I guess we'll see how the week plays out. I'm getting a lot of messages for you. Message number 1. You clearly have had a Ten of Swords experience here with someone. Okay. I feel like it's been very difficult for you to like pick up the pieces. Okay. After this. But it looks like that's what you're trying to do. Now, I have 2 different groups of you. Group A, you've had that Ten of Swords, heartbreak, devastation, betrayal between you and another individual. It's been very difficult for you to pick yourself back up again and try to reinvest in this connection, okay? This person's 7 of Swords to you, and you don't really trust them. However, you still want the connection to work, whether it's with a friend, a family member, a lover. You still want it to work, and this week, it looks like you're going to try to make it work with this person. However, there's a part of you that still does not trust them. Maybe some of you have some Scorpio. I know Scorpios have some trust issues. So maybe you have some Scorpio in your chart. I don't know, because the Tower for me sometimes comes up as Scorpio. But anyway, the feeling I get here is you're doing your best to try to make things work with someone that betrayed you at some point in time in the past. This person is watching you. They want the reconciliation like you do. They don't know how fast or slow to go with this reconciliation. So if it's a friend and you had a fallout with them, and this week you're like, I'm going to try to move past this because they've been my best friend for 20 years. This person doesn't know how fast or slow to go. So it's almost like if you text great stuff, they're going to text great stuff back. If you text them twice a day, they're only going to text you twice a day. There's like a mirroring here. It's not because they're trying to fool you again or sabotage anything between you and them. They just don't know what speed to go at, okay? They're looking to put this back together again like you are, but they're waiting on your cue. So if you text good morning, you know that you get a good morning back. Or you say good morning in the house, they say good morning back. This is not going to be the person that jumps in and is like, hey, Friday night, I got tickets to a show and let's go. That's not that. This person is watching you to see what speed reconciliation could happen. So that's message number 1. Message number 2. You had the Ten of Swords encounter. You don't trust this person again. You never want them in your life again. Okay. You are conversing here with someone else. And you don't know if you could trust this person because you're not quite over the pain or the betrayal that past person did. So you're talking to a friend this week and things seem to be going okay, but you don't really know if you can trust them because the last friend screwed you over. You're talking to someone new here, you're interested in dating. You don't know if you can trust them because the last person you dated or you were involved with screwed you over terribly. So you're going to have to take the message how it resonates to you. You are dealing with a trust issue this week. You're either trying to reconcile an issue between you and a person that you don't trust, or you have something new here that's being created between you and another, and you can't trust them because of some betrayal you experienced in the past. And it doesn't have to be tit for tat, meaning this doesn't have to be a lover Ten of Swords you, and this is now a new lover. This could just be you and a friend, and you don't know if you could trust a friend because your spouse betrayed you. And so rolling in the back of your mind, it's like, okay, I'm listening to everything this person's saying to me, but I don't even know if I could take it at face value and trust it, because the last time I trusted someone 100%, they 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords to me, and it was the last person on earth I thought would do that to me. So this week, you're dealing with a trust issue. Okay, group 1, you want to reconcile, you're having an issue here. And I don't know if you're saying that to this person, but underlining in your energy is, I really hope that this works out, but I don't know if I'm ever going to trust this person again. And for those of you where it's just you're interacting with someone else, could be an air sign, maybe another earth sign like yourself. You don't know if you can trust them because of what someone else did in the past. Either way, the person you are interacting with this week, whether it's the one you want reconciliation with or someone else, they know something is up here with you. They know that you're not trusting them. Again, either because of something they did or something that someone else did to you. So you just have someone here who's trying to mirror your speed. Even if it's just you and your neighbor talking. They could tell something is off with you and they're just going to mirror your speed. Anything else you need to know about this person's energy? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Swords. Everything I said is the truth. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Hangman. Regardless of who this person is, there's respect or love or admiration. Okay, it could be a romantic partner here. I just want you to know, if you feel like they're not making an effort, they are. They're just going at your speed because they know you don't trust them. Again, either something they did or something that someone else did. I want to grab 3 cards for those of you where you have someone who may be contemplating, like, I don't know, doing something a bit more nefarious, okay, with that stalker card, the thief card. The girl is sitting in the car here. Make sure your car doors are locked. Again, the house. If you have security, put it on. If you got your blink cameras, make sure they're working. Stuff like that. Close your windows at night. It's just for this week, okay? It's not indefinite. You don't have to live like that indefinitely, but it's better to be safe than sorry. 3 cards for that be safe. Yeah, better to be safe than sorry message. I got one more shuffle. Thank you. The Page of Swords, someone's watching you. 3 of Pentacles and Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. So someone is watching you. Someone younger, someone immature. Could actually be 2 people. Do they need to be worried about this? I don't want to leave you on that note. Do they need to be worried about this? One more shuffle. Thank you. Do you need to be worried about this? 2 of Cups, no. If we would have received an Ace or Major Arcana card, that would be a yes. 2 of Cups, the Fool, and the 2 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Yeah. I would still practice, always better to be safe than sorry. Do I think that they're going to burglarize you this week or something like that? No. But again, better to be safe or sorry because someone is watching you. And I remember I pulled similar cards 2 summers ago. I bought an electric lawnmower. And I got a bit of a shady neighbor that lives behind the creek behind me. Thank God there's a waterway between him and I. He doesn't live there anymore. And I left that lawnmower out. It's an Ego. I still have it. I left it out in the driveway where he could see it for maybe about 15 minutes while I ran inside to get a cold glass of water. By the time I came out, he had walked around the block. You can't walk across. There's no bridge or anything. It's just a waterway. And it's way too deep for him to, he didn't swim over. By the time I came in to get the water and I went out, he was out there. He had been watching me with that lawnmower. I really suspect he was going to try to steal the lawnmower and maybe steal the batteries because that's really the most expensive component. But it's like he was watching me. Did he end up doing it? No, but I got similar cards with that Thief card, that Page of Swords card. So again, just better safe than sorry this week. I don't think anything terrible is going to happen, but there could be something like that where you just suspect that had you not come out in that moment, you know what I mean, that they may have taken it. That's kind of the energy here. I want to get you 3 cards of advice for those of you where you are attempting reconciliation this week, but it's a heavy lift for you because there's a trust deficit here. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands, 8 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. See, and that was you here having this Ace of Wands with this person. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands in the reverse. Your advice here, if you want to move forward and have this creative or new passionate beginning with this person, because again, I don't know who it is. Maybe it's a friend of yours. There's just something here of like, make sure you continue to focus on your healing. It's not, you can't just like jump back in bed with them or, you know what I mean, or start a new creative project or, suddenly go out to the pickleball courts, like whatever this is for you. I do see you here wanting to reconcile, and your advice is you can move forward with that if that's what you think is in your best interest, but don't forget about your healing because you're at an emotional loss here in this connection. And 6 of Wands in the reverse, yeah, that's betrayal. So it's like, don't ignore the fact that there's a wound there and you still need to work on it. For those of you where you have a trust issue with someone who did not betray you. You're sort of projecting a trust issue onto them because of what someone else in the past did to you. 3 cards, please, for that. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. 6 of Swords in the reverse, 5 of Cups in the upright, and 4 of Pentacles in the upright, and then that 6 of Cups. Yeah, there's something here. I mean, both groups here. The unexpected loss of trust that you had, whether it's with the person who did it or someone else, there's something here that you still need to work through. You can't hold on to that trust issue forever. Should you trust people blindly moving forward? No. But the only way you'll be able to actually nurture some healthy connections in your life is if you actually invest time into healing that wound. The best way for you to restore trust in other people, in humanity, is for you to restore trust in yourself. Because the reason why, and I'm not blaming you as the victim, and I went through this recently, a lot of the times that 7 of Swords or 10 of Swords, our intuition was telling us all along that something was wrong. And we failed to listen to it. So not only, and that's why I think sometimes that pain hurts so much, because it's not only like that person betrayed us, we sort of betrayed ourselves because we didn't listen to our intuition. So the best way for you to be able to restore trust in others, whether it's the person who did it or not, you're going to have to work on restoring trust in yourself. You're going to have to work on healing that wound within yourself when it comes to you trusting your intuition. That's what you need to work on. And you can Google different ways. How do I heal my connection to my intuition? There's lots of different ways that you can do that. I would look into doing that, because then next time, then you can move forward. And again, not blindly trust, but then you can trust people, because when that red flag alarm goes off inside, you're going to trust yourself enough to trust it. See what I mean? So it almost doesn't matter what the person or people are doing. You're going to trust yourself enough to trust when that red flag alarm goes off. And I want to get 3 cards of advice for the creepos that are watching, that are watching you. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. 7 of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Hangman in the upright. I don't think they're going to do anything. I don't. But still, I would make sure that you keep... This seems like foolish, immature behavior. This is like the kids, I don't know where you live in the world, but in America, like on Halloween Eve, mischief night, they toilet paper your trees, or they throw eggs at your house. I don't know if the kids do that anymore. I'm in my 50s, but it seems more like mischief. It doesn't really seem like big burglar type of stuff. So I'm glad that I looked into that. But someone could be a little mischievous, like stealing a package off of your porch, that kind of stuff. Okay, so just be mindful of that. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, maybe just found it to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. And with all of that said now, let's begin. That was a crazy total solar eclipse, new moon in Leo message that I got for you. I don't feel like that was my regular Aquarius collective, so I apologize for those of you who were like, what the hell is this? I'm sorry. I just read what's there. But hopefully this message will resonate with the majority of you. Tapping into the Aquarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. And for that new moon in Leo message, that's a 6-month predictive reading as well. So maybe something is going on. And as an Aquarius rising, maybe we're not seeing it now. So sort of keep that in the back of your mind too. And also check your other placements. But tapping into the Aquarius collective, what do they not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have bankrupt, And at the bottom of the deck, we have broke. Okay. Why is this something that Aquarius does not see coming this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Six of Wands, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Page of Wands. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. The Death card, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Three of Wands. Why is the Three of Wands here for you? I think you're fixing something. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Wands is clarified by the Five of Swords, the Magician, and the Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Why is the Six of Wands here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Six of Wands, clarified by Knight of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the King of Wands. Why is the Queen of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. It's like, I don't know if this is going to work. Seven of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Three of Cups. And why is the Page of Wands here? Okay, we'll take it. The ones that fell face up. Emperor, Justice, and the Nine of Wands. Just saw the Lover's card and the Ten of Wands. Before I get into this person's energy, I'm going to read this a couple of different ways. One, remember, it's predictive in nature. And two, I'm reading for a pretty significant Aquarius collective. So only take the messages that you know resonate with what you're going through at this time. I have a group of you here where you have had financial issues. And it's like you've been trying to manifest abundance. Like you're, I don't know, it's like you've been trying to manifest money, financial opportunity, a new job, a loan. Like, oh God, please just let them approve the credit card. Like there's a feeling like that. I'm trying to move forward out of financial distress, bankrupt. I feel like my manifestation is blocked. No matter what I do, no matter how hard I pray, I just feel like it's not happening. You could almost feel like the universe is smiting you here, you know, or punishing you in some way. I think you're getting good news. Okay, I don't know if you're getting the job. For some of you, it's like the job comes in, the loan comes in, the grant comes in. There's something like that here. Somebody extends maybe a loan to you. It's like just when you feel like you're about to give up hope. Look at that Queen of Cups, like praying to God. And this is the feeling I was getting here, was like, oh my God, like, is God not hearing me? I need a job. I need a loan. I need that mortgage. There's something I need here in terms of finances. And it's just like when you think it's not coming in, it comes in. It's like the scales are balanced here. So if that's your story, I feel like it's coming in, okay, this week. Again, the job opportunity, the financial opportunity, or if you've been praying that someone would like lend you money, loan you money, that kind of thing, help you out. I do think that you're receiving good news, good financial news this week. Then I have another group of you. I have a group of you where you've been having an issue with someone and you don't necessarily want to have an issue with this person. But this week you're wondering if the connection between you and them is bankrupt. Is there anything here worth saving? Like, is this salvageable? You'd like to move forward. You would like victory, but you don't know if maybe you've done too much damage to the connection or whether this person has done too much damage. There's a feeling here of, I really would like to make things work with this person, but I don't know if there's been too much water, you know, under the bridge kind of thing. I don't know if we can sweep any of this under the rug. So that second group of you would like reconciliation. You just don't know if it's possible. You don't know if too much damage here has been done. You don't know if you could ever trust this person again, or you don't know if that person could ever trust you again, because I don't know who did that Seven of Swords behavior. So you're moving forward with reconciliation, albeit slowly. You're just not sure if this connection is ever going to be what it was prior to whatever transpired here that made it go bankrupt, okay? If you're waiting for a legal outcome to something, I feel like you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Like you don't receive finalization this week, like it would be like the week after. So if you're going through a divorce, or you're, I don't know, you're suing your employer or anything like that, you're involved in some kind of court case with the Justice card, I feel like it doesn't come in this week. I think you're waiting for it to come in this week. I don't think it comes in until the following week. I want to get 3 cards for this here. The Death card, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. It could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. Tell me more about this here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Ten of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So again, I'm going to clean up this message for you a bit here. If you're waiting for any type of financial assistance, again, or a job or a loan or something like that, I do think that this person moves forward and gives it to you. Why is the Nine of Swords there? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Seven of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Wands. Okay. I can read that a couple of different ways. Whoever's providing you with the financial relief or the job or the loan or something like that, if they're providing you with a loan or credit card, they're doing so, but they're hoping you're going to be able to pay them back. This person's hoping that you don't make a mistake. That's the hope. If I extend a loan or mortgage out to Aquarius, I hope that they're able to pay me back. If I'm giving money to Aquarius, like it's a gift, I hope they're using it for the right reasons. It's not that they want it back. It's just they hope you're using it for the right reasons. Like if you say you can't buy food and this person gives you $300 US, they hope you're actually going to spend it on food and not, you know, go get your hair and nails done or buy some nice cigars and then you still don't have money for food, okay? So whoever's extending the financial offer assistance to you, they're hoping that they don't make a mistake. They're hoping you either can pay them back or that you will be the great employee that they hope you will be, or if they're loaning you money, that you're actually going to use it for the right reasons. If you're looking to reconcile with someone and you're not sure if this relationship is repairable, this person has that same feeling. They would like the Nine of Cups. They would like to work on the connection. But in that Nine of Swords, they too wonder if it's possible for the two of you to get on the same page or achieve that happiness that they want in the connection with you as well. But they're wondering also. They're wondering, is the connection broke? Is all hope lost? And you're kind of thinking the same thing. And if you're waiting for anything legal, I just feel like the other person part of the case wants this to wrap up as well. So you want resolution, they want resolution. You're antsy and nervous that there's no resolution. They're antsy and nervous that there's no resolution. So in that respect, you're both on the same page. You both want this to be done and over with. Let's get you some advice. I'll get you advice. For those of you receiving financial opportunity this week, 3 cards of advice for my Aquarians receiving financial opportunity this week. We're not going to take it. It fell face down. Okay. One more shuffle. Thank you. 10 of Swords, 3 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. So you do end up like beating the competition. You get the job. You get the loan. There's something like that. And if you're receiving money from someone because they're helping you, again, you might end up having an argument with this person down the line if they find out that the money they gave you is not being used for the right reasons. So you do have the Hierophant. A friend, you know, someone very close in your friend group, a family member, your partner, a company, you know, there is something like that occurring where they are bestowing you this opportunity, and it's going to help you with that 10 of Swords kind of put an end to your financial issues or, again, your career issues that you have. But this person's hoping that they're doing right, that they're doing the right thing. And your advice here is to know that if you borrow money from someone, make sure you're using it for the right thing or they're going to call you out on it. You know, you're receiving a job offer, It's just your advice. Make sure you do the right thing, because I feel like whoever's giving this to you, they can either take it away or there could be conflict between you and them. You know, they give you a raise, or not a raise, they give you a promotion at work, and on the second day you're slacking, they're going to yank that promotion and, like, you know what I mean? They're going to put you back in your other position. So whoever's extending this to you, just be aware they're going to keep an eye on you to make sure that you're doing the job right or spending the money correctly, something like that. For those of you where you're trying to reconcile with someone this week, you kind of both feel like, I want to save this, but I don't know how, if it's salvageable. 3 cards of advice for my Aquarians who are working on reconciliation this week. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Cups. There's that apology for the 2 of Cups in the reverse and Judgment. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. It won't be an overnight reconciliation. But if you're looking to take that 2 of Cups and turn it around, because that's the judgment call you made, you're going to have to go slow. You're going to have to work through all of the problems that this connection has, or all of the wounds that you felt, that they felt. You know, it's not just a kiss and make up session here. This will require work, but if you're willing to do that and your judgment calls to rehabilitate the connection, it is possible. Okay, it's not like all hope is lost. It's possible, but there are a lot of issues here that need to be worked through on your side and on theirs. And for those of you where you're not looking for a resolution in the sense of like getting back together with anyone, you're just looking for a conclusion, like conclusion to a court case or something like that. 3 cards of advice for my Aquarians waiting for like final word on a court case. Because if that's the case, whether you're the plaintiff or the defendant, the opposite, like if you're the defendant, they're the plaintiff, you're the plaintiff, they're the defendant, they just want to wrap this up too. Okay. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice. Hangman. I told you it's going, that decision or the verdict. Hangman, 2 of Swords, and 7 of Pentacles. It's going to be a little longer. 10 of Wands. Maybe by the end of the month, like 10 more days after this. So that'll actually put you right around September 1st. So maybe this is closer to September if you're dealing with anything legal like that. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. And so I'll read for you again. I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a general collective reading. So as the messages come through, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all that said, now let's begin tapping into the Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Pisces not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle. Thank you. If you're a childbearing years, I don't know, I just feel like I just started an infomercial. If you're a childbearing years, no, seriously, if you can get pregnant or your partner can get pregnant this week and you don't want to get pregnant or you don't want them to get pregnant, I would proceed with caution in your intimate relations. I don't know why. What if you need to hear that? Okay. What you don't see coming this week. We have broke. Maybe the protection barrier is going to break. I'm telling you, that's probably for one of you watching. Bottom of the deck, we have bad reputation. All right, let's see where we go with this message. If you plan on being intimate, I would just be cautious this week, okay? If you don't want to get pregnant. If you want to get pregnant, I think it's going to be a great week. Congratulations ahead of time. Tapping into the Pisces collective now. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is broke something they do not see coming this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy, we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, the Tower, and the 7 of Cups. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. 4 Swords, the Moon, and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, let me shuffle that again for you. Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Pisces? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Five of Pentacles is clarified by Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the Emperor. The Tower. Why is the Tower here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Cups, Four of Cups, and Judgment. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. So why is the Seven of Cups here then? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Wands. Before I even get into that energy, if you have been having a financial issue in that Five of Pentacles, you're receiving something this week. It could be a paycheck, it could be a bonus, okay? There's some type of monetary reward or opportunity. Someone's maybe loaning you money, maybe you get approved for the credit card. I see after this news or communication arrives, you go from Five of Pentacles to Six of Pentacles. So again, you're getting the job, you're getting the loan, something here is turning out in your favor, financially speaking, and you seem to be very excited about it. It's not as much as you would like, but it's better than what you have. So what do I mean by that? Let's say you have a job and it currently pays you, I don't know, 15 US dollars an hour. And I have applied for a job and you hope that they hire you at $30, 30 US dollars an hour. You get the job this week. It's not for the 30 US dollars an hour. Maybe it's for 25, maybe it's for 20. It's more than what you had or what you're currently making. It's just not exactly what you thought it would be. So in that Four of Cups, like the news comes in and you're super happy. I got the loan, I got the credit card, I got the job, right? I got the promotion, I got the raise. But that Four of Cups is like, but not for the dollar amount I thought it would be. So, and then you'll need to make a judgment call. Are you going to accept the job or the promotion or the credit card or the loan, like whatever this is? Are you going to accept it even though it's not 100% of what you wanted? But it is better than what you had or what you currently have. And that's a decision that you'll need to make when that comes through, okay? Because you're a little, not confused, you're just a little clouded here. Like, do I accept this or not? That was message number one. So if you've been making an effort, like I said, to increase your finances, there's financial opportunity here. It's just not 100% what you wanted. I went through that recently. I applied for, I have some debt, and I thought, well, let me let's rewind that. I have some debt, and I thought, let me apply for a credit line because it was very low interest rate for 6 months. I thought I could take the credit card debt, put it on, use that credit line, pay them off, and then I have 6 months to pay it off without the interest. That would save me a lot of money. And I ended up getting the credit line, but it was for like 3/4 of the amount what I needed. I still was able to transfer over some debt, but just not all. That's the feeling, like that's what it's giving me here. So you do get positive news, communication, offer opportunity in terms of your finances. It's just not 100% what you were hoping for. Four of Swords, the Moon, and the Seven of Pentacles to the bad reputation card. What is this? One more shuffle. Thank you. Eight of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Oh, this is the person that is extending that to you. So this is the boss. This is the the credit card lender. This is the banker. This is the person who's extending that to you. Why do they have a bad reputation? Why do they have a bad reputation? Four of Swords, the Moon, the Seven of Pentacles. This is like the company that took forever, right? Four of Swords, the Moon, Seven of Pentacles, took forever to provide you with the job opportunity. Took forever to give you the raise. Took forever to give you the promotion. Took forever to approve your loan. Took forever to, approve your credit card. You asked for money to borrow money. Took forever to come back and say, yes, you can, I'll let you borrow money from me, or I'll just give you the money. This is the energy of the person. That's why they have a bad reputation with you. They took forever to present you with this offer opportunity. Anything else you need to know about them? Anything else Pisces needs to know about them this week? One more shuffle. Thank you. Anything else you need to know? Temperance, Nine of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. No, only that they are moving forward this week, after a period of procrastination or stagnation, moving forward to present you with the opportunity. Again, it's not 100% what you wanted, but it's pretty darn close. It's enough that you're happy. You'll just need to make a judgment call if it's good enough for you. Okay? That is what I have for you, Pisces. Let's get you some advice. So yeah, that's why they have a bad reputation. They took forever to present you with the offer. 3 cards of advice for Pisces here this week. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice. 8 of Wands. Okay, there's that incoming communication offer opportunity. Ace of Wands. There you go again. And the Sun. Oh my God. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. And that's what they were offering you here, right? With that Ace of Cups. So it's only advice. If you feel comfortable enough with this, again, it's not 100% what you wanted, but you need it or it feels good, I would move forward with it. I mean, you have all of the best cards here. This is like, there's no second guessing. If you're broke, you're bankrupt, okay, so the job is $5 less an hour than what you wanted, but it's better than $0 if you're unemployed. So this is saying to take it. You could always turn this around in the future. Okay, you could take this job and then still continue to look for a better paying job. You know what I mean? You could take this credit card or loan like I did and still look for something better. This is telling you if this feels good to you, and it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but it's close to what you wanted or needed, move forward with it. It'll make your life happier and easier, and it could very well set you on path, like I said, for a better opportunity in the future. Maybe it's a job that doesn't last the rest of your life, but you end up acquiring skills and knowledge there that when you go to the next job, then you make way more money because you know what I mean? You're coming equipped now with more experience. So your advice here is to move forward with whatever this is, even though you might be a little peed off that it took them too long or so long to get back to you. That is what I have for you. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And 7 of Swords is in the reverse, so it is honest, it is trustworthy, okay? That is what I have for you. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. That's how I read for you again. I am wishing you light, love, and peace.